the most important thing anybody has ever said about manifesting things is in one sentence that Jesus said, that you don't need all the books written about manifesting. Once you understand that one sentence, you don't need to read any of them. And that sentence is, when you pray for something, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Believe that, now the key, of course, is not believe that you will receive it. The key is believe that you have received it. And then it will be yours. The will be refers to the thing, whatever it is that you pray for. But what does that mean? How can you believe that you have received it when obviously you haven't received it? Now, this can only be understood together with his statement about the fullness of life. It is when you realize the fullness of life, that is the power of your own consciousness. It's not your own, but just call it your own. It's universal consciousness. And this awareness, this presence is universal consciousness. Let's temporarily call it your consciousness. It's not yours, because if you say your consciousness, you have a separation between you and consciousness. But there is no duality here. There's only the consciousness that you are. So when you realize that the power of your consciousness, the power of consciousness is the fullness of life. And you can then, nothing that you could add to yourself could be any greater than that. So when you realize the fullness of life, which you can only realize in the present moment, when the emotion of fear or other negative emotion has become transmuted into intense presence, then this intense presence is the fullness of life. Anything else that you could obtain in life and that you as a person may want or may enjoy or may need on a personal level is the icing on the cake. Now, to this important realization that all manifestation, you can only be a really successful manifestation practitioner if you realize that whatever you manifest is the icing on the cake, because you already have the cake. You are the cake. If you don't realize that, then life is frustrating, because even whatever you do manifest, if you think that's the cake, it's not going to satisfy you for long. It might even make you sick. If you eat too much cake, it may make you sick. So the cake is the essence of who you are, is the presence. If you bring an image of what you want to obtain or achieve into that feeling of presence or aliveness, then that can become a very powerful manifestation. You want to have a better place to live, perhaps, whatever it is. But you don't need it to experience the fullness of life. You can only be successful at manifesting if you don't need whatever it is that you want to manifest in order to give you the experience of the fullness of life, which we could use other words to describe it: the experience of being fully yourself, the experience of having made it, the experience of a fuller sense of identity, whatever it may be.